There's a war going on, the books can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam, it's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover, that's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott, running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott, sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the mother. You know how we do it.
And a pleasant good morning to you, coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Friday, August 22nd. Get ready for a big sports weekend, and hey, it's already underway here, and we've got an incredible plan for you here over the next 24 hours, believe me, as we get ready for companion coverage tonight, this morning, for UFC, I guess tomorrow morning, but UFC Fight Night from Shanghai, China. Make sure you join us here in short order here at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, midnight Pacific, for UFC Fight Night from Shanghai. Johnny Walker versus Zhang Ming Yang from the Shanghai Indoor Stadium, and we'll be up all night with the UFC companion stream tomorrow, leading into that first day of college football. 4 games, of course, 4 or 5 games, and a few others as well. So it should be an awesome and incredible night, actually, of action here on the Sports Money Network. How about it? Good to see everyone here in the chat. We're going to have previews today, Major League Baseball. There's games in the WNBA also. 4 NFL preseason games and a CFL game and more. It's Friday night fixtures and soccer going off, and we're underway at the PGA Tour Championship. Yeah, that's right. The play got underway early. If you're missing it, tune in. They're already underway because of anticipated weather conditions at East Lake. So they're already golfing, if you know what I mean. And so we'll keep an eye on that, certainly, and say hello to some folks in the chat here right now and get going with our show. Jim Duiger, he starts us off here. Thank you, Jim. Good to see you there. Oh, I'm a little behind here with the graphics. There we go. Got to get the date up there, let everybody know what's going on. There's Jimmy. All right. Jim Lambo here today as well. He's going to be going out. Hey, you know what? We'll get him on. If he doesn't win tonight, we're going to see him on some viral videos tomorrow, throwing down. Thank you, Jimbo. Good to see you there. Nuke is here, everyone, reminding everyone to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Sports Money here on YouTube, the fastest growing sports betting channel. Cash Kane is here, and there's Bobby Mack as well. Like this video and subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube. All right, Nuke says, hey, how about our action in the CFL as the Bombers blow out Montreal last night? I had the over in that one. Not great for me, but Winnipeg getting that win. We'll recap the action here briefly and get into it. Hey, we had a okay morning there as well in Australia. Hey, man, I seem to be dominating Australia sports. I don't know. I know. Just quit and do all Australia. We swept our 4 plays there overnight. In the NRL, we did it again. In the AFL as well, we had overnight Melbourne and Collingwood under 164.5, I believe it was, in that 82-76 win for the Magpies. And also we had Port Adelaide. Hey, they don't win too often. They won last night over Gold Coast. Battle of bad teams certainly, but Port Adelaide got the win as a 23.5 point dog. We said take the points, but Port Adelaide won it outright. And we also hit our plays over in the NRL. Hey, we got you covered throughout the whole NRL season. We started you off there with some good coverage, but now we're rolling the winners in the NRL. At least I am, right? We had another winner last night with Canberra and Penrith. Said go under the 40 in that one, in the 20-16 win for the Raiders. And we did say take Melbourne -5 against Canterbury, and they won it 20-14. So, hey, all right, I'll take those wins where I could get them. And we took them in Australia here today. All right, and look, underway, as we said, at the PGA Tour Championships. Really, the leaders are just getting started here right now. So we know that heading in right now, Russell Henley leading by 2 strokes over Scotty Scheffler, but you know what that means. That means Scheffler is a big favorite right now. And right now, Scotty currently at plus 110. I don't know. You probably could do worse. He's only 2 strokes back. Henley about 4-1 there. Tommy Fleetwood up there with Patrick Cantlay. Right now at 6 under, and all those leaders yet to tee off. Like I said, just underway there. All right, let's go over also Major League Baseball coverage from yesterday, where, hey, I got off to a flying start there, but still tailed off in the end. But we did have a Win Club winner here on the Sports Money Network. I did anyway, with Atlanta, with the Athletics and Minnesota. Game to go over yesterday. We had the over in that one between the Athletics and Minnesota. Lawrence Butler, 3-run double in that one. Nick Kurtzkilly's home run, and the Athletics won it. We had the Athletics here on the Morning Steam show yesterday, so I guess we had a little double win to start off the day there in the victory there. 8-3, Athletics crushed. Also, we had Kansas City here on the show yesterday over Texas, as they got the 6-4 win in that one, with Sal Perez, RBI single, getting the key hit in that one. Also, hopefully you catch me on the Cover the Spread show here every day on YouTube. I did have Texas and Kansas City over in that one. Check out Cover the Spread, as I'm joined by Rod Zawacki and Al Ninos. We go over some of the best games every day in Major League Baseball, and I had the over in that one. We also had a premium winner here with the Win Club over at winnable.com. I had Milwaukee to give back over the Cubs. Bryce Terang, 2-run home run in that one. And, well, we had the under on the show yesterday here in the morning, and it was 4-1 Milwaukee. Also had a winner here on the show yesterday with the Dodgers, of course. Freddie Freeman, Fred, 2-run home run, Pajes, solo home run, and it was the Dodgers rocking Colorado yesterday, 9-5. Also had a high roller winner over at Tony's Picks yesterday with the Mets and Washington game to go over yesterday in that 9-3 win for the Nationals over the Mets. Also, on the Cover the Spread show, my top play came home, and it was the Padres. I had the Padres on the run line as my top play over there on Cover the Spread yesterday, as they beat the Giants to take 3 of 4 in the series. Padres ready to take on the Dodgers again. Manny Machado, RBI single, and a 2-run double. Dylan Cease, hey, did the job. Wasn't perfect, but did do the job. Beat Verlander. Verlander 1-10. Can you believe it? the Giants have terrible defense out there. Fernando Tatis didn't look too swift either defensively, but Padres got those 6 runs there. And one thing about the Padres, they ended up with the thing with the ESPN taking over the coverage. The Padres ended up with a new TV partner, basically, in ESPN. They'll distribute the games in a new subscription package. How about that? All right, we did have another winner yesterday here on the show in the morning with Sonny Gray and the Cardinals over Tampa Bay in the 7-4 victory. Nut bar, RBI double, but we didn't do too good on the other 2 late games there yesterday in the bases. All right, how about over in the NFL, where I did bring home a winner here yesterday on the show with Pittsburgh and Carolina. 2 go under. The game was tied 10-10 at halftime, and Pittsburgh won it 19-10. Ben Sauls had 4 field goals for the Steelers in that one. And also, hopefully, you caught me yesterday on the Tony's Picks Happy Hour, where we gave out the Giants yesterday to win over the Patriots, and they did easily win behind Dart and Tommy Cutlets yesterday. Dart was actually the big star, although Cutlets did mop it up pretty good too in a 42-10 win. And we told you, man, look, Patriots are out there with Woldridge, right? We said Woldridge is going to be in there probably the whole time, and he did. He played the whole game, and more teams, just like more teams are doing that. I think Atlanta's going to be going with basically a guy who's might not even be on the practice squad when it all gets said and done in some of these Game 3 games. I think you can look to the under in some of these. I know that one did go over 42-10 there yesterday, but still, these third games are probably worse than the Game 4s were a few years ago, it feels like here. So, look, I love preseason, and you got a handicap. A lot of people will avoid these, but this is where you're supposed to read between the lines or read the news a little bit. And we'll see. We'll try to bring home some winners tonight in the NFL. All right, WNBA, we did clean it up pretty good yesterday, I thought, in the W, as I had a winner on the WNBA 2-3 zone show, as I said, take Connecticut over Washington, and they won the game 67-56. Washington, that pretty much dooms them, fall to 16-20. They're probably toast with just a handful of games left in the WNBA. Most teams down to under 6 or 7 games here right now to close out the season. Hey, we had the winner yesterday in the game here on the morning steam with Chicago and the Liberty in that big upset by Chicago. 15-point dogs. They won by 6. It was the Sky's Super Bowl, and they won it over the Liberty in impressive fashion. We did say go over in that game here on the morning steam yesterday. New York, they're in a real battle there for that 2-3-4, and that hurts them actually big time. Minnesota and Atlanta, yeah, we had it here on the show yesterday on the morning steam show, and we reiterated it on the happy hour. I said take Atlanta, so pretty solid play for me there. Atlanta gets the win, 75-73. That got the money for the most part. They're a 2-point victory right now in that game. They were favored. They went off a favorite actually in the game after Collier said she might make the lineup. She didn't, but she still could make the lineup tonight. We'll see, though, but she didn't make the lineup there, and Atlanta got the win. They ended up a 1.5-point favorite, and they covered. And we also had a win club winner yesterday, Minnesota and Atlanta game under in the 75-73 win. We also kind of swept the last game. I had the high roller winner over at Tony's Picks with the Las Vegas Aces. They only won by 22 points over Phoenix, and we did have the under here on the morning steam show. Just reiterated my call from the 2-3 zone show. Myself, Justin McKelvey, Ron Crawford, every day over there, bringing you the WNBA action. So check that out as I rolled some winners over there yesterday. Okay, Also, there is other action if you're watching sports this morning with me at Road to the UFC. Got the Fight Pass on here. We just saw one of the bouts finish here by submission just a couple moments ago. There's already been most of the fights are actually almost over. We're down to the final 3 fights of that main event coming up between Bruno Brasil and Ming Shi. Basically going off at about 10:40 Eastern, 7:40 Pacific. Brazil, a $4 favorite or so, maybe even $4.50 in that one, and 2 other fights still to come. Road to the UFC. There's also LFA tonight before the fight night, I guess, here late night from Ventura, California, out west here, and did see that one. Fight there last night. Pretty exciting card there with the PFL championships. And we had a pretty good showing, I thought, on that PFL card. Didn't hit them all there, but we did have some plays go out, some win club plays there. Didn't get it done in the main event as I had Rasta over Edwards, but we hit all those favorites in there, so should have been a little bit of a winner in there for the subs there. We didn't hit them all perfectly, but we were on most of the winners there, taking some favorites there last night at the UFC event. Okay. Also, let's see, I think that might do it. Let's go back and say hello to some folks coming in here for a Friday, including, let's see here, Trevor Davis. Hello, Shannon Moore. Good to see Shannon in there. Jim wants Morikawa. And, look, Nuke says, why not give it to Scotty here? He shot a 63 and still doesn't lead. Probably not the best championship, your big tour championship, and you got them out there shooting 9. Henley shot a 61, I think, yesterday, wasn't it? So, probably guess you could have a little tougher course there, huh? Jimmy says, good morning here. Terrell, he took the sky. Jimbo, ready to go. And AOD here with a bunch of emojis. Thank you, AOD. There's SF Niner. He is no fan of the WNBA. He does not like it. All right. And Nate Cerna here. Hey, good to see Nate in there. There's Barry. Nice to see Barry stopping by. And Swerve, whoa, and Tim Maxwell as well. All right. Who is the best chatter so far, according to the YouTube algorithm, to get us started here this morning, huh? Let's see what we're dealing with here. All right. We've got AOD on top, SF Niner, Bobby Mack, Nuke, Jimmy Lambo, Jim Duweiger, Swerve, whoa, Terrell, Trevor, and Tim Maxwell in there. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. And 9 Legacies stopping by as well. Steve Elefteron is here. Nice to have you. And Barry says he's got Henley at 20-1. All right. Hey, you can catch my top plays, my high volume selections over at winnable.com. Hopefully, I just told you about a bunch of winners there yesterday, and you can get these plays for just 50 cents a day when you subscribe for 1 month at $19.95 and use the promo code STEAM at checkout. Look, this is just extra content from me. I'm here early in the morning trying to pick these winners, and sometimes things change. I never change the pick. You pretty much get the play that I feel most confident at this time. But I might be saving my best plays or adding additional late information. We know things happen with lineups and things like that. So catch me at winnable.com/Ramon to get more plays from me every day here from the Morning Steam, from the Win Club. Myself, Mike, Jeff, This is how you get more plays from us in a timely fashion. Jeff's already got plays up in the UFC. You can check out First Strike right now. Well, do it after this show, but get ready for the action on Saturday with First Strike and with BB MMA picks. We had Gordo. Hey, if we're going to Shanghai, China for the first time in many years, Macau, that didn't count. Macau's not China. Macau's like if you had to go to Las Vegas and had to use a passport, right? So we're in Shanghai, and you know who we had? We had George Gennaro. He's the supreme leader of Narrative Nation, and he was the guest this week with BB MMA picks. So check that out, and check out First Strike as well to get you ready for tonight's UFC action, and check it out over at the Win Club.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, thank you, Mike, for that. All right, a few more folks in the chat. And let's see here. Jimmy's there as well. All right. Good to have everyone here, and we're ready to go with the plays, I think, today. I don't know if we're missing anything, but let me know. Get started with our coverage here in Major League Baseball, I guess, to start us off, huh? All right. Get ready, post your plays in the chat, and at the end of the show, you could win a free subscription, 1 month to those plays from me every day over at winnable.com. I'll give away. And you don't have to sign up, but if you do win, you can sign up using the promo code WINNER and get 1 month to check me out, see how I'm doing. You can come in here every day and say which plays were good and which plays were bad. All right, here we go. Major League Baseball today, full card, full slate. To check it out here, we got at first game off here with the Rockies taking on the Pirates with Antonio Senzatella. He's on the mound against Braxton. I better check this out here. Make sure we got Braxton Ashcraft, with the Pirates here today. Who knows what kind of plans they could have in the pitching department. All right. For Senzatella here to get us started, he's coming in with an ERA of 7 flat. Pardon me, 4-14 record, 22 starts, a 1.87 whip, 354 batting average against for Braxton Ashcraft. It's his 4th start of the season. Pirates have won 2 of his 3 starts. It's got a 3.02 ERA, 1.27 whip, 248 batting average against. We've seen some nice things here from Braxton Ashcraft so far. And we know Colorado pretty bad. Pittsburgh hasn't been great either. 20 games under 500 now, and they've dropped 16.5 units. Colorado's dropped 26 3/4 units this season. So see what you got here. Get your plays ready in the chat, and I'll flash them up on the screen. Colorado's actually won 5 of their last 7 games. Coming into this one, they've gone just 2-6, however, in their last 8 games on the road. Pittsburgh's dropped 8 of their last 11 coming in. 8 of the last 11 meetings between these two teams have gone under when playing here in Pittsburgh, although 4 of the last 5 games have gone over between the two clubs. Let's go to the chat here in this one and see what you have between Pittsburgh and Colorado here today. Okay, I want to say hello to Galactic Gaming here today. New poster for sure here, and he's on the Rockies on the money line, or she. Galactic Gaming. That's all we know. Thank you, Galactic Gaming. I like that. All right. And let's see here. Pirates for 9 legacy here. SF9 says Pirates are not winning. Jimmy says Pirates on the run line here. And SF9er says my best play is Pirates on the money line. Probably his best play today here. Doesn't like the WNBA, but he'll take the Pirates minus $2. Trevor says Pirates on the run line. A lot of Pirates support here. I say $2. They're actually down to about $1.85 here this morning. And the total is now, let me see, 8.5. Slightly juiced to the over here. I'll update this. I'll call it 185 for all those Pirates backers. Give them a little bit of a discount. And looks like the total, I'll call it 8.5 over minus 115 right now. Boy, the stock market off to a flying start here today, huh? You raid the former FBI director's home. Does that make the stock market go up? No, I don't know. All right, here we go. More plays coming in here. Okay. Shannon Moore on the Rockies on the run line here. And Jimmy says Pirates. I might be correcting his price there. Terrell says Rockies always get off to a rocky start.
Critical notice.
Robert's on the over in this one. And Colorado's won a lot of money for him of late. And I think that might be it from you guys in the chat in this one. I'm actually on Pittsburgh on the run line here as my play on the Morning Steam show. I'm taking the Pirates on the run line. Oh, boy, that sounds scary. But I'm going to do it here today and take the Bucks here at probably even money on that run line. Okay, next up. The Nationals are on the road with Cade Cavalli. He's up against Taiwan Walker. In this one, you have the Phillies, $1. I have $1.75 there, but this one's kind of gone up a little bit here, maybe to even about $1.90 or so. Let me update it here. The total has dipped to 9.5 under at minus $1.20 or so. So we see a bit of a move here to the under in this one. Okay, here we go. The move did come in here. Yes, indeed, on the under. So let's take a look at what we have in this one with Cade Cavalli. Hey, so far so good for Cavalli. 3 starts, a 2.2 ERA, 1.28 WHIP. 320 BABIP is nothing to write home about, but for Walker here, 4-6 in 15 starts, 3.34 ERA, 271 BABIP. You might convince me that a lot of people, have Taiwan Walker as one of those go-to guys that you want to play against. But still pretty decent numbers. Now, look, a pretty big price for a guy who's basically the Phillies are 8-7 with Walker on the mound. But, 3.34 ERA isn't awful here. So let's talk these two teams. You got a Washington team that's dropped 13 of their last 20 games to Philadelphia overall. They've also gone just 2-12 in their last 14 games here at Philly. Washington has gone over, or Philly's gone over in 4 of their last 5 games overall. The Phillies have won 5 of their last 6. They've also won 6 of their last 7 games at home. Let's go to the chat and see what you guys have here with Washington and Philadelphia. Good morning. Hello. Okay, here we go. And let's see here what we got. Okay, Gary Ferenc is here today. See some other folks in here. There's Gary. He has Ohio State and also Quintana today, over 17.5 outs in that game against San Francisco. Okay, let's see here. Tex Styles is here today. Nice to see Tex. Okay, trying to get through some of these chat there. All right, gonna have to send out SF9er again, it looks like here. Man, I really like this guy, but just gets a little bit, just too much going on for me to read through all these a little bit. All right, Jimmy Runline's scary. I think he's talking about the Pirates there. Okay, Shannon Moore on the Nats on the run line. Robert McCormick, Philadelphia on the run line. 9 Legacy, Nationals, first 5 here. And let's see here. I think that's going to do it for you folks in the chat. I'm going to make my call here right now in this one. And look, I see that move, to the under here with Cavalli and Walker. Now, I know it's a high number there for sure, but all right. I'm going to go ahead and take Washington here on the run line. And let's see what the price is on that now. It's probably a little bit of minus money there, minus $1.35. I'm going to take the Nats here against Philadelphia on the run line. All right, let's see here. There's Jerry. He's on Indiana +7. Okay. Next up, we've got the Red Sox and the Yankees. How about it? Yesterday, Yankees got that win there. I was one of those Red Sox backers yesterday with Giolito, but we do have Brian Bello going here for the Red Sox and Max Fried for the Yanks. For Bello, he comes in 9-6. 3.23 ERA, 1.25 whip, 244 batting average against. For Max Fried, 13-5 with a 3.26 ERA, 1.12 whip, 228 batting average against. It's a big series between big teams. Continues in the Bronx tonight. Boston's won 6 straight over the Yankees right now. How about that? Boston's gone over in 8 of their last 9 games on the road. They've gone over in 11 of their last 15 games overall coming into this one. Yankees have gone over in 4 of their last 5. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over when playing at the stadium. Yankees have won 5 of their last 6 overall with that loss last night. Coming to Boston. How do you have this one when Bello goes up here against Fried tonight? Let's go to the chat. Current price in this one is about $1. I'm going to have to at least go $1.80, if not higher. The moves come in a little bit here on the Yanks. $1.85 total. Pretty much 8.5 flat. Maybe slightly shaded to the over now at minus $1.15 or so. So let's see what you got here. We'll go to the chat and I'll make my call. But okay. Yankees run line here for Jimmy Lambeau. Got to take Boston at this price, says Nuke. I mean, they're dominating the Yankees right now, aren't they? All right. Not much from you guys on this big series here. Maybe a little bit tough, huh? All right. Well, I like Boston here for sure. I'd probably take them on the run line. I mean, they're hot right now. They are a little bit of even though that big price, they're still minus $1.35 because you expect a close game. Bookmakers expect a close game. I'm taking Boston here on the. I got 3 run lines so far, but this one is a dog, and I'm going to take Boston here plus a 1.5 in this one. Here we go. We got a few more plays. Trevor's on the under here. And Nate Cerna says, pitcher's duel here with Bello and Fried. Go under. He'll buy it up to 10 and lay it there. I think a 10 run. 10 runs a pretty big price, but minus 215. All right, next up, Robert there on the under as well. Jimmy, Red Sox money line. 9 Legacy says Red Sox are just dominating right now here against the Yanks, huh? All right, the Astros are on the road here, taking on the Orioles. Lance McCullers Jr., he's up against Cade Povich, the left-hander here for the Orioles. For McCullers here, he's 2-4 with a 6.9 ERA, 1.7 whip, 267 batting average against, and a 3.22 BABIP. For Cade Povich, 2-6 record, 4.98 ERA. The Orioles are 4-10 with Povich on the mound this season. He's got a 1.4 whip and a 3.40 BABIP. Coming into this one, you see the Orioles here, a slight favorite. It's almost moving here to a pick 'em right now. But we'll still call them $1.15 or so, and the total is, it looks like for the most part, 9.5, maybe 9.5 shaded to the over here. But let's see how you've got this one with Houston and Baltimore in the chat. Look, I whipped. This is another one where I whipped on yesterday, taking Baltimore. And Brandon Young was not ready. I mean, he had that near perfect game last time, ran deep, and so he got rocked early. And that was a great observation from Mikey, talking about that. He likes to fade those guys that had to extend, and I just didn't trust Alexander. But certainly a good performance by Houston there yesterday. Got me. For the Astros here, they've actually lost 4 of their last 5 coming in, and Baltimore's still won 6 of 8. But the Astros got the win there yesterday. Houston's 8-4 in their last 12 games against Boston. Houston's also gone over in 5 of their last 6. They've gone over in 8 of their last 10 games on the road. Baltimore's gone over in 4 of their last 5, and 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone over. Baltimore has gone under in 4 of their last 5, but let's see what you have here with Houston taking on Baltimore today. And I'm ready to go into the chat and see what you guys have in this one. All right, here we go. It's going to be, I think, Shannon, it might be over in this one. It might be over in the last one. Not sure. Here's Jimmy says Astros. Trevor says Orioles on the money line. Houston team total over here for Terrell. And I'm going to go over myself in this one. Give me the over with Houston and Baltimore. The Kansas City Royals here are on the road in this one. They're taking on the Tigers. And you got Burgert here. Burger time in this one. uh, this was one of my Cover the Spread games yesterday, so you want to check that out over there on the Cover the Spread channel. But Kansas City with Burger. He comes in with a 1-1 record, 10 starts. He was dealt to Kansas City at the trade deadline. Burgert's gone under in 8 of his 10 starts so far this season. He's got a 2.75 ERA, 1.2 whip, 190 batting average against, and a 226 BABIP. Pretty solid, actually. For Casey Mize, he's 12-4 this season with a 3.63 ERA. Tigers are 15-6 with Mize on the mound, 1.24 whip, 255 batting average against. For the Royals here, they won 6 of their last 7 games coming into this one. They've gone just, however, 2-8 in their last 10 games against Detroit. Kansas City's gone over in 5 of their last 7 games on the road. Now, Detroit comes in having won 7 of their last 8. So these teams come in pretty hot here right now. But you have Mize here favored $1.50. It's gone down about 10 cents here. And the total is they're about 8.5 for sure coming into this one. So let's see what you guys have in the chat here. The widely reported steam did come in on the under in this game, but we're still, feels like mostly dealing with that 8.5. Detroit's won 14 of their last 20 games at home against Kansas City. Detroit's also gone over in 8 of their last 9 games at home, although 6 of the last 9 games between these two teams have gone under. Kansas City's gone under in 5 of their last 7 games, although they've gone over in 5 of their last 7 on the road. So who knows? Let's go to the chat here with Kansas City taking on Detroit, and that big number, but it is what it is. And I want to know how you see it in the chat. Here we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, Shannon was saying over in that Houston-Baltimore, I think. Okay. Here's 09 Legacy when Astros run line on that one. Okay, here's Tigers money line for Jimmy. Royals money line for 9 Legacy. Shannon's going on the under. Look at Pasquantino hits a home run every game. And Jimmy says the Sharps are all over the Royals here, taking that price down 10 cents. Uh-oh. My golf has run out here. I think that means I'm supposed to go over to the network coverage right now. All right, gang, let's see what you guys have in this one. Kansas City and Detroit with that pretty stiff price for Detroit. Robert says Royals first 5. Look, Kansas City, they're not toast, but they got to keep winning right now. They've moved to just 2 games back of the wild card because they've won 8 of their last 10 games coming in. They are hot on the trail, it feels like right now. The trying to chase down Seattle, Boston, Yankees, and here's Kansas City kind of doing it here at this point. All right, let's see how you guys think that's it from you guys in the chat. All right, well, a little bit of a discount maybe here on Detroit at this point. I'm going to take Detroit at $1.50. Might be against my better judgment odds-wise, but I like Mize in this matchup. I like Burger, been good, but I'll take Detroit. Okay, next up, the Blue Jays are taking on the Marlins here in this one. And for Toronto here. Look at what we've got here. We've got a Justin Bieber. We got a Bieber sighting. we got Bieber. We got Bieber fever. So good to see Bieber here making the start. This is kind of big news here, obviously, with the Blue Jays. Wouldn't that be something if they could get something here from Shane Bieber here this season as he makes his Toronto Blue Jays debut here today? So, look, that was something that the Blue Jays can use here right now. And, they did make some moves there to kind of fit Bieber in that not everyone was happy with, but should be good here as he returns to the mound after basically 16 months here. So for Bieber, had Tommy John surgery, of course, and he was traded near the end of his rehab, actually. So the Blue Jays will try to get Bieber up to speed here for the Blue Jays push in the American League East and maybe beyond. So if he gets going, you're going to see Bieber in the rotation. It's just a matter of what we see, what we get, and how strong he is. For Miami here, let me make sure we got the right pitching situation here with Gusto. Yeah, we got Gusto in there. Speaking of trades, right? So for Gusto here, getting the start. They're an underdog in this one, obviously. And what is the current price? So actually, Toronto starting to see $1.70 here right now at Bovada. The total 8 over at minus 115. So we've definitely seen this total go down here. And better at least call it $1.70 right now. There we go. All right, for Toronto here, they come in having lost 4 of their last 6 games against Miami, but they've gone 5-1 in their last 6 here in Miami. Toronto's gone over in 10 of their last 14 on the road. They've also gone over in 4 of their last 6 games overall. Miami's dropped 9 of their last 12 coming in. Miami's also gone over in 6 of their last 7 games at home. What do you have here, Toronto? On the road, a pretty sizable favorite here, certainly, but maybe a deserving favorite, of course. Let's go to the chat, see what you guys have in this one. I think I'm going to be on Toronto run line. Here we go. Trevor's on the under here. We've got Jimmy on the Blue Jays over, and Nuke says we got to see it first. I'm taking the Toronto Blue Jays on the run line today at minus 1.5 at probably minus $1.05 or $1.10. Next up, let me see here. Uh-oh.
Critical notice.
Did I miss one in here? No. Oh, here we go. Thanks. Okay. Mets and Braves here in this. Oh, Shannon went Toronto run line, by the way, in there. He's happy about Bieber fever. All right, Mets and Braves here with McLean coming in here. Looked pretty good in that first game for the Mets. In his first start, looked pretty solid. He was mowing them down. McLean was striking him out in that first start. Joey Wentz, 32 appearances, 6 starts, 4.72 ERA, 1.38 whip. McLean didn't give up any runs in his debut. For the Mets here, they come in having lost 8 of their last 9 games on the road. They've also lost 15 of their last 20 overall. They've lost 11 of their last 15 against Atlanta overall. They've also lost 5 of the last 6 games against Atlanta here on the road. Atlanta, meanwhile, has won 7 of their last 8 games coming in. They've gone over in 4 of their last 6 against the Mets. Atlanta's won 5 of their last 6 at home, and Atlanta's thinking, hey, could we, get something? No, no. Atlanta too far back at this point, but they have won 8 of their last 10 or whatever, 8 of their last 9. Pretty hot here for the Braves coming in. And let's see how what you guys have here in this one with the Mets and Atlanta today. I'll go to the chat here and see how you guys are playing it. We've got Blue Jays on the run line. Nope, that was on that last one there. Yep. Braves, there it is. Braves run line. Jimmy's on the Braves. Robert's on the Braves. Nuke says, the Mets can't beat the Braves. How are they going to win anything in the playoffs? Got to give the Braves a little bit of credit for whatever reason. They've woken up here and playing, what we're expecting them to do so. Terrell says, Soto dominates the Braves. Look at these numbers, huh? He hits a home run pretty much every 3 games against the Braves. I got to go over in this one with the Mets and Atlanta. Give me the over. Got to take a total somewhere. Well, we did take a total in that Baltimore game, but okay, we're going to be rich if this stock market keeps going like this. Man, imagine being up big time here already today. Hope it keeps going. All right, Shannon's on the Braves on the money line here. Oh, I see. We've got Powell. Powell's talking and it's going up. What's the Donald going to say now? Jimmy likes the over here in this one. Okay, because isn't this too late, Powell? Too late. Powell's talking. Usually, when this guy talks, things go south. All right, let's keep it moving here right now with the next one. Got the Cards on the road taking on the Rays. Miles Mikolas here on the bump. Comes in with a 6-9 record, 4.99 ERA, 1.3 WHIP. For Adrian Hauser here, 6-4, 2.67 ERA for Hauser. Was dealt to the Rays here, a 1.29 WHIP, 3.11 BABIP, but Hauser is 3-11 to the under so far this season. A lot of unders for Hauser. For the Cardinals here in this one, they've won 5 of their last 6 games against the Rays. They've also won 4 of their last 5 on the road. However, they have lost 6 of their last 9 games overall. Tampa's in a funk. They've dropped 6 of their last 7 at home. And 4 of their last 5 overall. Cardinals have gone over in 5 of their last 6 games. Tampa's gone over in 6 of their last 7. Let's hear from you folks in the chat here with Tampa Bay, with St. Louis and Tampa Bay here. Okay, not much in the chat, but we've got 9 Legacy says Tampa Bay on the money line. Let me look at the price here, actually. It's gone up big time. Not big time. $1.40 or so? I'll call it $1.40 here. Tampa $1.40. And the total maybe it's gone up a little bit. 9 over minus 115. Okay, there we go. I think that seems like the solid right now. I'm going to take Tampa Bay here at $1.40 or so. I moved it up there, try to be fair about the price. Give me Tampa Bay in this one. Not much from the chat, huh? Robert's on the Rays, though, too. And Jimmy's on Tampa Bay run line. So all Tampa there today. Okay, next up. Got 80 of you in here. Really appreciate it here today. Here are the Twins, and it's Zebby time here. Twins on the road. minus $1.35. I'm going to call it. Looks like it's gone down a little bit. Maybe the move's on the White Sox here and Aaron Savali. Total 8.5 under 15. I don't think it was ever 9. I think that was a typo, or I think I just left it up there. I didn't have any total on this one on the. I just left it up there, but yeah, 8.5 under 15 here with the Zebby on the road, a favorite against the White Sox. Look, we know the Twins are toast. I mean, they don't have anything to play for here, but maybe staying ahead of the White Sox. It's funny. The White Sox are so bad. You have the Twins and Athletics down there, 59 and 70 pretty much. The White Sox are 13 games behind those last place teams, but I might have to go to them here. Let's see what you got. We've got for Zebby coming in. He's got a 3-4 record, 5.06 ERA, 1.43 WHIP, 278 batting average against. For Savali here, he's got a 3-8 record, 4.88 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 257 batting average against. Savali here, a home underdog with the White Sox. Let's see what you got. Minnesota's dropped 6 of their last 7 coming in, but so have the White Sox. Minnesota has dominated Chicago, winning 17 of the last 20 meetings between the two teams overall, including 8 of the last 10 here in Chicago, been won by Minnesota. White Sox have gone under in 5 of their last 7 games. Minnesota, however, has gone over in 6 of their last 8. Let's go to the chat here and see what you have in this ugly matchup. We probably wouldn't do this one on a college football Saturday. Terrell, Tampa Bay, back on that other game, Tampa Bay team total over.
Notice.
And says he doesn't believe the Cards have played at Steinbrenner Field, but I don't know. Wouldn't they play the Yankees in exhibition games? Okay, 9 Legacy says Twins first 5 run line. Jimmy says White Sox on the run line. Like this video, smash it, share it, pass it around. All right, I got to make my call in this one. We pick every game here somehow. Minnesota and the White Sox today, and boy, we've kind of left it alone there a little bit. But I kind of want to grab the White Sox here actually. But what's the run line? Oh, the run line is not going to be. It's going to be too heavy of a price. Minus $1.50. Might do it. I might do it. Probably could just take the White Sox on the money line. Give me the White Sox on the money line today. Yeah, if you feel maybe I'll put a little run line on there, but I got the White Sox today. I'm taking them. Robert does like the over in that one. Not much from you guys on that one for sure. Okay. Hey, the Giants are on the road here, taking on the Brewers. A couple left-handers here with Wisenhunt so far for the Giants. Or let's see. Oh, did I miss one there? Oh, that's where. Okay. Let me back it up here. I wondered why that. I had it out of place. That's what happened. And I had the pitchers wrong. I never changed the pitchers on the Cleveland-Texas game. Get rid of this. Oh, boy. What a dummy. Okay. I got to put in the pitchers here. Ciccone. I had yesterday's pitchers, and I had it out of place. I had it too early. And for the Rangers, you know who's going for the Rangers, right? You got Eovaldi in here, Mr. Cy Young. If it wasn't for Tariq Skubal, he still feels like he's having just as solid a season, right? Look at Eovaldi. He's down here to about $1.50. It's okay. $1.50 and 7.5 over 15. Okay, I didn't have anything right on this game. There we go. Sorry about that, gang. For Slade Ciccone, comes in with a 5-6 record, 4.5 ERA, 1.32 WHIP, 290 BABIP. Nathan Eovaldi's 11-3 with a 1.76 ERA, 0.87 WHIP, 196 batting average against, and a 244 BABIP. Texas is 14-7 when Eovaldi takes the mound. For Cleveland here, they've dropped 5 of their last 6 games overall, but they have defeated Texas in 7 of the last 9 matchups between the two teams. Cleveland's gone 13-6 in their last 19 on the road. Texas has lost 11 of their last 14 and 6 of their last 7 at home. But despite those woes against Cleveland, Texas has won 4 of the last 6 games at home. Texas has gone over in 6 of their last 8 games overall. Let's go to the chat here and see what you have in this one today with Cleveland at Texas. Let's go to the chat here. This one's let's see what you got. Okay, we've got 9 Legacy, Texas on the run line here. We Do's here today says Texas plus 1 Sox off Milwaukee plus. Plus 1 Sox. I'm going to say that's White Sox on the run line and Milwaukee on the run line. I think that's what that I'm not sure. Rangers run line, though, here for Jimmy. Rangers money line for Robert. Rangers getting the attention here. Especially, you have to, like I said, you have to consider this a pretty significant discount. I saw as high as $1.75, I think, on the opener here with Eovaldi. So let me look at the lineup situation. Not the, I don't think we have the lineups, but is anybody missing here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so for Texas, Simeon did leave the game there last night. We saw with a foot injury. Also, Evan Carter has a hand injury. So a couple guys there. Looks like they'll be possibly out tonight. Shannon is on Texas. Hello to Lovable today. Where you been, Lovable? Thanks for being by today here. Robert says maybe first 5 there for Texas. I think that means. All right. Oh man, this one's a little bit tougher for me. I think here I think I want the under here in this one. Oh man, at 7.5, it does feel like a little bit low here. But give me the under here with Cleveland and Texas. It's in Texas after all. All right, that's probably my least favorite of the games there, it feels like. There's now we got Giants and Wizenhunt going up here against Quintana and the Brewers here. Let's see if we can't get a feel for this one with Wizenhunt coming in. As I said, 5.02 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 232 batting average against, and a 205 BABIP. So few good starts here for Wizenhunt so far. For Quintana here, he comes in 10-4, 3.32 ERA, 13-6 record overall, 1.27 the WHIP.
Critical notice.
For the Giants here, they come in having lost 10 of their last 12 games overall. Coming into this one, they have defeated Milwaukee in 4 of the last 6 games between the two teams. Milwaukee, of course, they're still, I think it's fair to call them still pretty hot despite a little bit of a tailspin here. I mean, they still have won 16 of their last 20 games overall. coming into this one. So, yeah, that's still hot no matter how you look at it. Milwaukee's won 6 straight games at home. San Francisco has gone over in 10 of their last 15 games on the road, but Milwaukee's gone under in 4 of their last 6. Current line here, Milwaukee minus $1.55. So again, you got a reasonably significant move, it feels like, on the Giants. Maybe the price was just too high. Total here, 8.5 under at minus 115. I'm ready to go to the chat to see what you guys have here in this one with San Francisco and Milwaukee here on Friday night. All right, we're going to have, hey, Kevin Nix is here, and he's got some tennis action. Shimazu as a dog here. 9 legacies on the Brewers here. Milwaukee run line for Lovable in this one. Keep it rolling with these hot Brewers. Jimmy says take the Brewers here. And I don't know, seeing this one kind of move pretty significantly here. I probably got to lay the Brewers at this point with this Milwaukee team still hot. And can the Giants really get anything going here with this mediocre offense, right? Brewers run line here for Nuke. And Swerve says Milwaukee on the run line. I'll do it as well. Give me Milwaukee on the run line today to beat up on these Giants. The Cubs are taking on the Angels here. Ben Brown going up. Oh, no odds here at this. Let me get the odds here. I think this one could be anybody against anybody, if you know what I mean. I don't think we've seen the actual official pitching matchup. I'm going to call it Cubs here, $1.55. Now, this one does seem to have pretty sketchy information here, even at this hour. So let's see how you have it, though, or who is pitching. Still feels like Brown and Anderson here for the most part. Some talk it could be Javier Assad, but let's see what you got. Still, the Cubs are going to be favored. We know that. Anderson's 2-8 with a 4.77 ERA, 1.41 WHIP, 2.56 batting average against here. For the Cubs, they come in here having won 5 of their last 7 games overall. Angels have lost 4 of their last 6. Cubs have actually lost 4 of their last 6 to the Angels. Cubs have gone under in 13 of their last 17 games, including 5 of their last 6 overall. But the Angels have gone over in 9 of their last 12. 5 straight meetings between these two teams in interleague play here have gone under. So let's take a look at this one with the Cubs and the Angels, and good luck to you. We're not really seeing a lot of action even here, it feels like, in this matchup so far. The volume is pretty low on this game. Some books I don't even think are listing the game at this point. All right. I don't know if the price will go down or not. I'm probably just going to go Cubs money line because it feels kind of sketchy here. But okay, let's see here. Nuke says he thinks Brown and Anderson as well. Yeah. Angels run line for 9 legacy. Jimmy's on the under in this one. I'm going to take the Cubs on the money line here, even at $1.55. I think I've got 3 pretty heavy favorites here today on this card, but I'm taking the Cubs here. I don't even know if I can trust them on the run line, but I'll take them here on the money line on the road. Cubs first 5 over 2.5 for Swerve. The Reds are taking on the Diamondbacks. Zach Littell on the mound here for the Reds. 9-8 record, 3.52 ERA, 1.1 WHIP, 249 batting average against. Ryan Nelson comes in here with a 6-3 record, 3.58 ERA, 1.0 WHIP, 215 batting average against. Pretty solid year for Nelson on a bad team. Reds here in this one, they've won 4 of their last 5 games on the road, but the Diamondbacks have won 5 of their last 6 games at home. Reds have won 4 of the last 5 games against Arizona. Reds have also gone under in 13 of their last 18 games overall. Despite those winning ways against Arizona, those were mostly at home because the Reds have lost 6 of their last 8 here on the road at Arizona. Arizona's gone under in 5 of their last 7 games overall. They've also gone under in 4 of their last 5 games against Cincinnati. What are you going to have here when Cincinnati takes on Arizona tonight? Go to the chat here and see what you have. It's going to be lovable like the Angels back in that one. Here's 9 Legacy. Diamondbacks run line. Jimmy's on the Arizona money line, and Robert here likes Arizona. Nuke says, look, the Reds, they can catch the Mets here the way they're going right now. Reds are just a half a game back at this point, and they're hot for sure here. And they're a dog, of course. All right. Let's see here. Who are the Snakes? Easy, says Trevor. He says go over. Robert's on the over. Tex says the Reds will keep it close. I'm going to take the Reds to dog here, just like Nuke is. Give me the Reds in this one. Next up, the Dodgers and the Padres. All right, well, here we go. You know the Padres can win this one. I don't even need to. Well, let me maybe give the. Everybody knows I'll be rooting for the Padres here. Big series this weekend against the Dodgers. You have former Padre Blake Snell going up against former Dodger Yu Darvish, or the other way around. For Snell, here comes in 5 starts so far, 3-1 record, 1.8 ERA, looking strong on the comeback here. Snell, 1.4 WHIP, 242 batting average against, and a 304 BABIP. For Yu Darvish here, the numbers aren't great, but he's definitely pitching better here of late. 5.97 ERA is going to turn a lot of people off, but 234 batting average against. Padres are just 4-4 so far with Darvish on the mound. But like I said, last couple outings looked a lot better, like he's rounding into form. Padres are going to need him for sure. Dodgers have won 5 of their last 7. They've beaten the Padres in 7 of the last 8 games between the two teams. Padres come in, though, winning 10 of their last 15. They've won 5 of their last 6 at home. Going to be an awesome atmosphere tonight. Dodgers have gone over in 8 of their last 12 and 5 of their last 7 on the road. Padres have gone under in 4 of their last 5 against the Dodgers and 5 of the last 7 between these two teams here at Petco have gone under. So let's see what you have here in this one, Padres and Dodgers tonight. All right, here we go with Guido's got the Cardinals and the Raiders. Robert likes the over in this one. Lovable's on the Diamondbacks in that game against the Reds. Terrell says, I was going to ride the Padres team total over until this lineup fell apart. Jimmy says Dodgers over. And 9 Legacy says Dodgers on the run line. I'm going with the over in this one tonight. Padres and Dodgers. I got to go over. All right, we got one more sketchy game here, I think, with the Athletics and the Mariners. I don't think I have the line even typed in here yet, but the Mariners are a huge favorite. It looks like minus 225, and the total is maybe 8 over 15. Let's see if that is what we got. Yeah, we're just seeing the line come out at a few places, and some places haven't even opened up this line just yet. So maybe something we can leave to the later for the picks. But hey, we got to pick something now here on the morning steam. So you have Morales here, 2 starts, 3 appearances, 1-0 record, 1.86 ERA, 235 batting average against. For Wu, he's 10-7 with a 3.02 ERA, 211 batting average against for Wu. Mariners come in here having lost 5 straight games coming in, but they've won 7 straight games at home. What's going to happen? Athletics are 5-1 in their last 6 games overall. They've won 5 straight on the road. Mariners have won 10 of the last 15 games between these two teams. A's have gone over in 5 of their last 7. The Mariners have gone over in 5 of their last 6. And 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams, however, have gone under. All right, well, we got to look into this one with Mariners. Huge favorite here. Are they that solid here? I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I'd probably want to take the Athletics here, you guys. Go to the chat. I mean, it's not a terrible price. They are right now plus 1.5 at minus $1.15. It's not a great price either, though. All right, I'm going to the chat. This is it for the baseball, you guys. We got a few more on the Dodger game there. Sorry, you guys. Jimmy was on the Dodgers over. 9 legacy Dodgers run line. Lovable on the Dodgers. Here's Jimmy on the over. Nine legacy Seattle Mariners run line. Jimmy says he agrees with 9 legacy in that one. Terrell says the Mariners lit up Woo back in July. And Lovable's on the A's here. So am I. Give me Lovable's play. I'll take them on the run line there. And hello to Irish King there. Rolled it up last night. Nuke says that's it. Seattle should win, but it's too expensive. I got to take the A's on the run line with that price. Yep. That's it for baseball. You guys enjoy the card tonight. Hopefully bring home some more winners. Let's get into, next up, the WNBA. I think the priorities here. And get into some of these games here with Seattle in this one at Dallas. Seattle favored here on the road right now at minus 8.5. The total 169.5 or so. It feels like between these two. For Seattle, they are in a crucial situation right now. A must-win here for sure. They are teetering right now. They are in 8th place. There's only 8 teams that make the playoffs. They're 18-18, a half a game ahead of the Sparks. And a half a game back of the Valkyries. The Wings, meanwhile, they have been eliminated. We know that. But, with Beckers, she's kind of going for the Rookie of the Year. She had that 44-point game. She's obviously playing great, and that gives the Wings kind of a puncher's chance here in some of these games, especially a team like Seattle. I think Ron Crawford, my man there on the WNBA show, told me that the Storm hadn't won any games by more than 7 points this year on the road. Maybe he said 9. Whatever, it's right there on the line. They haven't won any games by this margin on the road, or maybe, right there, or maybe one game. So how are they going to beat a hard-trying team like Dallas here? Yeah, Dallas only won 25% of their games this year, but the Storm doesn't cover anything, it seems like, on the road. So let's see here if you want to play this one with Tampa Bay and Dallas here today. I gotta like Dallas here on the probably take Dallas on the first
Critical
half,
notice.
maybe. We'll go to the chat, see if anybody's playing this one. Jimmy likes the under here. Shannon says take Dallas with the buckets, and he means the Beckers, I think. And Robert likes the wings here too, and why not? Dallas covers today, says Lovable Plays. All right. I'll get ready and make my call here as well with this one. Terrell says he's got Seattle, and he's got Seattle in the WNBA, and he's got Seattle here. There you go. In the MLB. Dallas first half and full game, says 9 Legacy. All right, you guys are all over Dallas. So let me go over in the first half here as my play in this one. Dallas, and you guys are all over Dallas. So I'll go to a total, and I'm going to go over in the first half here with Seattle and Dallas. Next up, the Minnesota Lynx are on the road against the Indiana Fever. And look, what I said was that I was expecting here that we might see the return yesterday of Nafisa Collier, but she couldn't quite make it. But still, her status continues to be upgraded here a little bit. The Lynx are 6.5, and the total, it's up to 165 here. 6.5, 165. There we go. Now, the Fever, they're looking pretty good given their situation. Now, look, they're 19-16, and anything could happen here with less than 10 games remaining. So its situation, though, is there's so many teams that are in the jumble here, they'd really have to lose them all almost, it feels like, to fall out of the playoffs. Now, they're underdogs here against this Minnesota team that, look, they've actually lost a few games here of late because, and I've said it, the complacency factor, whatever, they could lose all the rest of their games and probably still end up the number 1 seed. And there's a lot of games, like I said, there's still just 10 games, under 10 games left. So still Minnesota's a favorite because Indiana has all kinds of injury problems right now, especially at guard. They're down to like their 9th string guard or something like that. It seems like it's been so dismal here so far. But for whatever, Indiana, they've got one of the best coaches in the league. They keep piecing it together. They keep doing a good job. Could the Minnesota Lynx here still find enough motivation to win these games and win them by margin? That's kind of the problem I have with this line on the road. But like I said, Indiana, these injuries have been just crucial, it seems like. So let's see what you've got here in this one. I'll go to the chat. Okay, it's going to be, there we go. I think we had a few more. Did I get these in? Dallas there for Jimmy. Irish King on Dallas. What that? Oh, I think Irish King there is talking Dallas football. Dirty Reg is here. Thank you, Dirty Reg. Great commenter, by the way. Doing a great job in the chat on all the shows. Okay. Lovable Plays wants to get some wings. And Lovable likes the over here in this one. And Weedu says, look at this. You've got all these injuries here, right? Robert likes the under in this one. I'm going to take Indiana in the first half here as my play. I'm taking the Fever plus 3.5. They might even get 4 points. I'm going to take the Fever in the first half in this one. All right, one more in the WNBA tonight. It's a big one. Important game here. An eye on Friday. Phoenix is favored at home by 6.5 here right now. Feels like a little bit of action on the Valkyries. The total is all the way down here to 155. Wow. There we go. So you have a Valkyries team. We know how good they can be in the first half. That's kind of their magic a little bit. They've been so solid. They're the best spread team in the league also here. They also go under about two-thirds of the game. They cover about two-thirds of the time, and they go under about two-thirds of the time. So let's see what you have here in this one between Golden State and Phoenix here today. I like the under here. Boy, it's really getting away here right now at 155. I'm going to go under here in this one as my play between Golden State and Phoenix. Robert likes. Oh, he was talking about that. Let me see here. Nine Legacy says take the Valkyries plus the points. Nine Legacy thinks it's going to finish right on that. It says Nine Legacy says Phoenix will win the game and Golden State will cover, basically. Okay, I guess that's it for the WNBA here. Robert likes the under with me, or I like the under with him, I think is what we're doing. And I'll probably just take the rest of the day off as long as the market closes this high today. Could use getting some of this money. All right. Oh, here we go. We've got Terrell. Phoenix. Don't forget, Phoenix also on the back-to-back. He says there, remember, they lost to Vegas last night and got crushed. And here's Shannon Moore on Golden State. Nuke's ready for the CFL segment here. Thank you, Nuke. He's got Edmonton. And Jimmy says under. I think all three games. I think is that we under for all three of us. And Guido likes Burton. I think for the points there. Lovable says 66.6. That's two-thirds. All right. We're having some fun here on the morning's team. Getting ready for a big sports weekend. That's it for the WNBA. Let's go to the NFL, dude. Okay. And look, it's I'm here to tell you can win some preseason money. Hey, this total's gone back up to 34. Eagles and Jets here. I don't know who's going to score, but ain't going to be much. Let's see what you got in this one with the Eagles and the Jets tonight. Preseason ball. Look, we're not going to get too deep into these preseason because, look, for most of the teams here, it's a lot of times you're getting the third-team quarterbacks a little bit and a lot of mop-up here just to get done and get out, it feels like here. So you probably have DTR in there for the Eagles today and maybe Kyle McCord as well. But he kind of struggled last game. So maybe more DTR here in this one, I would think, right? For the Jets here, going to be looking mostly at Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook, it feels like, in this one at quarterback. So let's see how you have it, though, with anybody taking on the preseason here with Philly and the Jets today. I'll go to the chat a little bit here, see what you got. And Jimmy's going under here in this one. AJ's been listening, right? But we got Too Late Powell talking. He might be talking truth, right, AJ? I mean, he might be Too Late Powell, but man, I've never seen it go. Usually it's down 2.5% if he's talking. All right. Swerve here says the Jets and under. And Level says we can get some preseason money. I'm taking the Jets in this one. That'll be my play. I'm taking the Jets. All right, next up, Falcons and Cowboys. Now, look at this one. I mean, look, the Cowboys are -2, 2.5, the total about 36. The Falcons basically signed an extra quarterback just to get them through this game here right now. No Penix. I don't think we see Cousins. Maybe Cousins could stick it out for one series there at the beginning of the game, maybe, but I thought they said, yeah, no, he is not going to play. And what's happened here, you got Easton Stick, and basically the Falcons went out and signed a quarterback just to play, I think, in this game. So there's just no way the Falcons are ready. The Cowboys actually have some competition on defense a little bit in some of the backup spots right now, and I would imagine actually with Joe Milton, they want him to look good. They want to make sure that they can confidently give Joe Milton this second string job. And Will Greer also will get time, but this game is probably going to be mostly about Joe Milton here. And I'm not sure if Atlanta is going to get anything together offensively in this game. It could be a Cowboy. Feels like it could be a Cowboy blowout. Blowout in the preseason doesn't mean much as far as the term blowout. I know it doesn't mean anything at all, but could be something along the lines of 17-10. Honestly, here in this one today, I would think I've got the Cowboys here, and I got them confidently. It feels like a premium to a certain extent. I like Dallas pretty strong here today. All right, Jimmy likes the Falcons though, for sure. And let's see, Dirty Reg likes Val Burton as well. Okay, Shannon likes Dallas to cover. Swerve likes Dallas. Lovable likes Atlanta here. And I think that's it from you guys. I do like Dallas quite a bit in this game. Okay, next up we've got the Vikings taking on the Titans here. So for the Vikings, they really do have concerns a little bit at wide receiver. Even some of the backups are kind of banged up here, but we'll see how they approach this one. And all the vibes are good here with the Vikings, but who are we going to see in there today with Minnesota? They're an underdog here to the Titans. 4-37. So these two did work out joint practices, I think. That was I think in last week, right? So we'll probably see Brandon Allen in here a little bit. We'll see, Cam Ward's been pretty good, huh? And Howell, Brett Ripien is in here, and maybe Brosmer for Minnesota in this one. A little technical issue here. Bear with me. There we go. And so you have Tennessee here favored by 4, and the total at 37 in this one. Look, I would expect Minnesota to get in there and just grind it out, run a little bit. You're going to have guys in there, I'm sure, like, I don't know if Ty Chandler possibly getting in there a little bit. He was in there last game. Xavier Scott also. And the question mark for the Vikings here has to be in the receiving core a little bit. And we'll see for the Vikings here. I would imagine you're going to be looking at guys like Restrepo, who had a disappointing game last time, but Bryce Oliver, these guys didn't do too much. Jaquan Jackson maybe in there getting some work for the Titans. Okay, let's see what anything here in this one. Oh, yeah, there's some comments. Okay, Terrell says the Cowboys will complete the season on a high note. Hey, somebody's got to win that game, right? I think they're both 0-2. Good morning to D Money. Hello. Jimmy likes Minnesota here, plus 1.5. Jimmy, do you really have a Minnesota logo? I wish we could do logos. I wish they had like logos on the screen and stuff. That's what I like. That's what I'd like to see. I got to go under here in this one with Minnesota and Tennessee. I like this one. I don't know about the side here. Let's see. 9 Legacy Jets on the spread. Cowboys spread. Vikings and Tennessee full game under. Yeah, I like this one. Full game under. This is probably my favorite play of the morning steam picks here. I think Weedu says the Zebby game is off the board. Is that what he's saying right now? We're seeing some movement there. The Lovable likes Easton Stick. You know their family had to be softball player, right? When I think of I was always an Easton swinger. I always liked to swing an Easton bat. Was always my favorite. Titans here for Swerve. Jimmy likes the Vikings, and Lovable likes the Titans. All right, I guess that's it for that one. I like the under there. One more in the NFL. Hey, I know we're not doing a great job on these, but again, and again, I think on on NFL preseason, hey, I think I'm pretty okay on preseason. Maybe my week 2 was a little disappointing, considering, but it's not about the personnel really. It's about the philosophy of what you're trying to do. We know sports has enough randomness. You're just trying to make heads or tails of the motivation of the teams necessarily. Or you could just say Jackson Dart's going to have a great game like I said yesterday. Okay, here we go with the Bears and the Chiefs tonight. Where do these two teams stand heading into tonight's game, right? Well, we'll talk about him a little bit here. And how about Tyson Bagent and getting that $10 million contract, and was so thoughtful in his comments yesterday. And I know it's not very important when it comes to, this game or whatever, but it was pretty nice to hear someone who really took it so seriously, right? He entered training camp competing against Case Keenum a little bit, and hey, what can you say? Keenum got that leg injury, and Bagent, he'd be a great backup here to Caleb Williams for sure. Maybe he should be the starter. But anyway, we'll also probably see Austin Reed mostly tonight here for the Bears, I would imagine, for Kansas City. You're going to have Bailey Zappi, I'm sure. You're going to have Oladokin in there as well. Probably see some good running game here. Maybe see guys like Rashard Smith for Kansas City in there. And maybe also Elijah Mitchell running the ball. But we'll see, because, the Bears could also do some throwing here today. You're going to have some guys in there like Ja'Day Walker today. Also probably Maurice Alexander, who had a big game already once in the preseason. So what do you have? Anything here? Bears and Chiefs tonight. The Chiefs just a slight favorite here, and it might be just enough for the Chiefs to get it done. I'm going to take Kansas City to win this game, and I'll lay 1.5. What the heck? Give me the Chiefs tonight in this one. All right. Yeah, that's right, Low. I was wondering what you had there. Talking Titans there. They are the favorite. Swerve likes the over in this one. Seems crazy, right? Swerve this high of a total, and you're like, every week 3 game is down there in the 30s, but I don't know. I kind of agree with this total, but the value's gone from it because it was 38.5, 39.5. So I still might be on it, but all right. Terrell says they're going to get in and get out here tonight. Jimmy's got Friday Fun Day. He'll take the Bears. I think we're almost done with the show here. Thanks, everybody. Look, the Elks are favored here against Ottawa tonight in CFL action. We saw Nuke already give us his play. I think Nuke might have left. I think that was it. I think he gave us his play early because he was getting out of here. I like it too. I'm going to side with Nuke here. -3 with the Elks on the road against the Red Blacks here tonight. My plays, I'm already in. I think I'm on the Elks for sure. You look at what the two teams are doing. We know it's not a great matchup. Both teams just not even a handful of wins here this season. But with Fajardo now, Ottawa does. I think they play pretty good in the secondary, but it just feels like Edmonton right now with Fajardo back in a little bit healthy. I think Stephen Dunbar here can have a nice game. Julian Grant as well. Gittins as well here for Edmonton. Crum for Ottawa starting at quarterback. I thought he had a pretty good did a pretty good job there last game coming in there, 125 yards, and he can get it to Eugene Lewis in there. Lewis had that big game against Toronto. Hardy, Pimpleton in there. Maybe there will be some points scored, but I'm going to take Edmonton as my play. Give me the Elks tonight on the road. Lay the points. All right, Shannon went under in that Kansas City game. Lovable went with the Bears. All right, I think that's going to do it here on the Morning Steam show. So thank you for joining me here today. Let's get ready to do the drawing here, and you can get my plays over at winnable.com. I'm part of the Win Club with Mike E. Money and Jeff M. So make sure you're checking us out over at winnable.com/Ramon and use the promo code STEAM to save 20% off those premium pick packages here for the weekend. Sign up with me and use the promo code NFL25 and you'll get 8 months for the price of 6. When you sign up for 6 months, I'll take you right up to spring training is what I'll do. With 8 months, I'll put on 2 extra months. We're doing that promotion team-wide, if you will, with MMA Jeff and Mikey and myself, part of the Win Club here at Sports Money.
It's your boy, Mikey Money. I'm inviting you to join the Sports Money crew on Winnable. Get all of our premium best bet selections.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays sent straight to your phone right when you need them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, we're ready to go here on the drawing as well. And saw the news today, Robinhood app is starting to include football in their prediction markets. I tell you what, I don't know what's going on with the gambling and the regulators. They just don't even know. They can't calm it down here right now, it feels like, when it comes to the gambling. So maybe the genie's out of the bottle. The cat's out of the bag. All right. Lovable, liking the Elks there a little bit as well. Let's do the drawing. Oh, who won today? Swerve was the top commenter in the chat today, followed by Terrell, followed by Nine Legacy. Bobby Mack was there today. And also, let me see who else. Shannon Moore in there. Nuke Trevor Davis, AOD, SF Niner, and Lovable squeaked into 10th place despite the late arrival. Good job, Lovable. Let's go to the drawing and see who's going to win a free subscription to my plays. Hopefully you like this. Jimmy, Cash, Tex, Steve, AJ, Dirty Reg, Lovable, Irish King, Stop Geo, and the winner is Trevor Davis. Hey, Trevor, really appreciate everything you do for me in the chat. Please accept my offer of getting my subscription to my winnable plays. Use the promo code WINNER, sign up, and get 1 free month. So you can just check them out, see how I do here, especially in the start of football season. What a great time to get a free subscription from me, get those plays, see how I work it over there at the Win Club. If not, no big deal. You keep coming back doing the great job that you've been doing for us in the chat. Really appreciate you, Trevor. All right, that's going to do it now. I don't know when I'm going to sleep, but we're going to sleep a little bit somewhere in here today because we've got to store up our energy for tonight. We're going to have at 3 a.m. Eastern and midnight Pacific. This is when the UFC coverage will start. We did just see also Bruna Brazil just did win moments ago in the unanimous decision in that co-main event at Road to the UFC. Although we know that Bruna Brazil has been around for a while in that a main event there. Anyway, it's ended here now. Brazil won that one, and that was also at the Shanghai Indoor Stadium here. But be sure to join us tonight for that coverage. It begins there at midnight Eastern, and I think the first fight is at 10 minutes after there. I think there's been a little bit of jostling with the card, so make sure you join us. So tonight, Mikey, Money, and I, and Jeff, and maybe we'll round up. Maybe some people will join us. I don't know if there'll be anybody there, but we will be here tonight, and why not? And that's going to be great fun, right? Something real unique to hang out with in the morning, 3 a.m. Eastern time, midnight Pacific. We're going to go all through the night with probably 6.5 hours worth of UFC coverage. So make sure you join us here. I'm going to do it, even at I've got to cover 10 high school football games tonight at Friday night. Go right into that and then go right into college football. But, you look at that college football schedule. Hey, I think I can find somewhere in there to grab a little shut-eye on Saturday there a little bit. Considering maybe there's a little bit of an interval in there somewhere. Vegas is going to win. UNLV is going to win. Maybe I'll grab a nap in there. All right, that's going to do it here for the mornings team. Thank you, everybody. Great job. Be back tomorrow 9 a.m. Or we'll see. There might not be any morning steam. You know what morning steam might be? And I don't want to tell you to get here early or whatever. And the middle of the night, there's going to be 3 of us. We'll be talking sports. Maybe someone else will join us. We might preview some games in there a little bit, right? That might be the morning steam this morning. We'll get off. I'll be probably wanting to get off the air a little bit there in time in the morning. So that should be fun, though. Okay. Anything else from the chat here? Trevor, awesome. Please get signed up with that, and I'll stick the month on. If you are a subscriber, let me know, Trevor, already, and I'll let you know, or I'll just tack another month on in there. I know many of you are here. I won't say many. We've only got a few dozen subscribers for sure, but it's awesome to have people supporting me here on the channel. All right. That's it. Catch you catch you in a while. We'll catch you all day. You know where to find me here. Don't forget Happy Hour. I'm on the Tony Space YouTube channel at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. I'm also doing the 2-3 Zone show here. So, all right, for the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steal. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money.